So, I've been trying to decide what to make a video about tonight. Tonight, in the movie club, we're talking about the Scream franchise. Plus, there's two sales as well going on, which I will let you all know about. Because I'm nice that way. And just cause. Anyway, one of my personal favorite franchises, one that I really enjoy, is this one right here. And it goes to past here onto like television shows, which we'll talk about as well. The one thing I will say before that though, because I know people are out like looking for stuff and buying stuff. Now, right now, there is a Kino horror sale going on. And as you guys know, some of Kino's titles are going OOP. So there is a Kino horror sale going on right now. Also, there is a Criterion Flash sale going on. And if you're in Canada and you're not sure about like the Criterion Flash sales, if you should avail or if you can avail of it, hey Brian, there's also the Canadian is Unobstructed View. That company actually runs Criterion's distribution here in Canada, and they're having their own flash sale as well. So that's three sales, three sales for the price of, well, three sales really. But it's good to know, and we will talk about that later on. Talk to you later, Joey. Well, Adam's family values of the Adams variety is actually very good. So I will mention those sales a little bit more, but I wanted to give you a heads up right away. Hey, Scalder, because I know that a lot of you guys are there looking for your movie buying stuff. And if you're looking in the Kino sale, then there is Scorpion releasing stuff. And if you're looking in the Kino sale, then there is Scorpion releasing stuff that they did jointly together with Kino. That's there as well. So you're going to see stuff like Death Ship there, and stuff like The House on Story Row, films like that, which I haven't seen on any Kino sale before. But first off, let's talk about movies that I did watch. Well, I couldn't sleep well last night when I went to bed, so I decided, hey Amers, to check this out. And I'd recently seen the recent TV series. So Scream is a franchise that consists of 4 films, 3 TV shows, and 1 straight-to-TV movie. And another series that's not called Scream, but it's kind of Scream 3. And we'll get to that. I don't think I have to spend a lot of time on the original Scream. There's going to be a lot of spoilers here because, let's be honest, most everybody's seen Scream by now. So, this is Ghostface. This is the mask for the Scream films. Now, if you buy Ghostface masks, usually with the suit, there's you'll get this here, which is detachable, and there's a part that you put on your head, which really annoys me. I got one of those. It's upstairs somewhere. But this one here actually came with this. This was the Canadian release of the complete Scream collection. It was released here in Canada. I guess released in the US as well later on. But they released it in 2 editions. They released it in a Blu-ray edition, which had this cool black thing, doing the black case, long before black cases were like super popular. And that was released in a DVD edition. Now, the DVD edition was missing this. Hey, Danuch, which is the Complete Scream Factory Collection documentaries. Hey, Emily, there are 2 documentaries on here. Both of these documentaries are an hour and a half long. Oh my God, hold on. I need a drink. I apologize. I've been talking. Well, I had work today. And my job includes being on a phone. So, people often give their ranking of the Scream franchise, and I will do that as well as I get down to it. Actually, I'll do that right now. Let's get the ranking out of the way, because people are going to ask me, well, how do you rank the Scream films? Well, let's do it from worst to best. Let's go with that. I'll leave the TV shows out. I'll give them their own ranking afterwards. But the worst is number 3. Remember, like I think these are all good films, but just one has gone last place. And then number 2, followed by second best for me being part 4, and the best being 1, which I think is kind of obvious really when you think about it. It kind of gets everything right. It's a bit of a perfect storm. And it does something that the other Scream films don't do. And can you guess what the first Scream film does that the other Scream films don't do? One, two, four, and 3. I like 2 for the character building, but 2 loses it for me on one thing. And the first Scream film, the killer reveal is really good. And the killer reveal is really good for the first Scream film because basically we get to see these characters, Billy and Stu, throughout the film. They're established. They're main characters. You know, the suspicion is putting on and taking off, both of them, at specific times. And remember, this was before 2 killers became a thing. This kind of became I love that scene. The Drew Barrymore scene. And it has a callback, in my opinion. I think it is anyway. You tell me what you think. We see Drew kind of hung from a tree. And it's a Kevin Williamson thing. Now, but originally it's a Dario Argento thing. If you watch Suspiria, there's like the famous murder in Suspiria basically ends with she goes through this like stained glass and she's hung like this, much in the way that Drew Barrymore is in the first Scream film. Now, why I say this Kevin Williamson thing is because go forward to Halloween H2O, and the probably the best murder in that film ends with a girl again hung up, but more hung up like a light socket type of thing, almost like a lamp. But in both of those films, we got like this hung up girl that is very reminiscent of Suspiria, the original Suspiria, not the remake that's super slow. Don't you agree? He agrees. But the first Scream establishes the killers. It really does. It does a good job of mapping it out. So it's a mystery. And you can watch it over again and again, and you can say, oh yeah, there's the sequence where, oh, that must have been Billy, or that must have been Stu. Like I can see, and you can see little things that they do that kind of points to the fact that, they're the killers. There's clues dropped, all that type of thing. It feels legit. It feels like it belongs. Now, we get to Scream 2. And we're getting some better characterization, which is good because you're going to need it. Because at the end of the film, was there political stuff in it? I actually don't know. I never got through it. I just got kind of bored. No, I that's totally new to me. But in the second Scream film, the reveals are so underwhelming. It is sad. Did they use big actors, or one of them would go on to be a big actor? Yes, they did, and one was already kind of a big actor in the comedic realm. But neither one of them ever feels set up. Especially in, spoiler alert, Mickey. Mickey just kind of comes out of nowhere. It could have been anybody else in that one. It still would have been good. Well, still have been what it is. I would have rathered almost anybody. I like Timothy Olyphant. I really do like Timothy Olyphant. Santa Clarita Diet, excellent series. His character, great. Should he have been the killer? Well, I guess why. I mean, like, the whole idea behind this is Billy Loomis's mom, because they're reversing Friday the 13th or something like that, finds him on a serial killer chat board. That was the thing back in the day, kiddies. There was like chat boards you'd go on. Like there was none of this like interactive thing. You'd like go online and you'd go into a forum and you like type and be all, connect with people, and then you meet trolls, and then you wouldn't want to go on those boards anymore, and you'd be like, that's depressing. Anyway, so she met Mickey on a serial killer chat board, and said that if she helped him out, she'd pay for his, if he helped her out, she'd pay for his like tuition and stuff. Okay. His idea about being a serial killer is so paper thin that that you could have put anybody there. Could have been her best friend. Could have been a janitor. Could have been random dude number 3. Could have been Portia Rasu. So it was a bigger name at the time, and she actually, or Rebecca Gayheart, huh? Take a thing back from urban legend there, and had one of them be the killer, and changes absolutely nothing. It really doesn't. It doesn't change anything at all. Billy Limbs' mom, it's neat that they did that, like, but she wasn't really in it enough, or there wasn't any kind of throwbacks that would have really made us think that, okay, Billy Limbs' mom, obviously the killer. Or, yeah. Then we get to part 3. Oh, yes. There is a ton of cameos in Scream 3. Great cameos. Unfortunately, 'tis not a great film. Does anybody here want to defend Scream 3? You guys are so quiet. I mean, somebody must be a little bit passionate about the Scream franchise. Come on. Just a little bit. Are you telling me that all you horror people that are in here, and not one of you are into Scream? Welcome, PlayStation 9. So, like the mother background in 3. Background is cool in 3, but the thing that kills me, Emily, is, well, one, they go with the one killer thing. They throw us off by, look, it's one killer. But they take out the Scream voice. So, what's his name? Randy Jackson or something like that, right? The guy's name. That is the "Hello, Sydney" type thing. So that's gone. Now, the new voice box can, like, mimic other people's voices exactly. And we meet the character of Roman, Sydney's unknown about brother, and played by Scott Foley, who was in, of course, Felicity. It was a series on back in the day. No, that's a fair opinion. That's a fair assessment. And that's all I'm going to say about part 3, because I didn't like it very much. I liked the opening. I didn't like the fact they killed Liv Schreiber. I thought his character had a lot more potential. And what I don't like about Scream is they always play it safe. They have like 3 like main characters. You can kill off one of them. You can. I mean, you can kill off Sid, or make her a killer, or or something like that, because by the time you get to the 4th movie, you realize, no, these are your characters. There's no true fear for any of them, because they'll get hurt, they'll get stabbed, they'll go to the hospital, but they will not be killed. Like even Jamie Lee Curtis's character, Laurie Strode, gets knifed and taken out in Halloween Resurrection, which I thought was a cool idea. And Jamie Lee Curtis, that was a necessary idea, because she didn't like that that was a Michael whose head she chopped off. She wasn't told ahead of time, even though the producers and the writers both knew about it. But Scream 4 is where they gave me back, where they get me again. Because Scream 4 is in my world. It's in the YouTube social media era. And oh, dude, don't even remind me. That's the last WWE pay-per-view I'm watching, except for maybe WrestleMania and Royal Rumble. But yeah, pretty much the last regular one I'm watching. That just sucked. Hey, JR. But yeah, it got me back. It had Emma Roberts, who I thought was like really, really good in the film. And I thought they could have done more with. Two, it has the ending that unnerves me the most out of all of the endings for any of the Scream films. The first Scream film is the best Scream film. Hey Rob, is the best Scream film. The latest Scream film, Scream 4, is the most unnerving. The quest for fame, for instant celebrities, for that 5 minutes of fame, that celebrity status type thing. Cue the Mariana Trench song. But the ending of the film with her lying dead, well, supposedly dead, well, the newscast kind of praises her basically as a hero after being revealed that she's actually the mastermind behind everything and has just been killed. Thereby, she's gained her fame, but didn't like get to really live with it. Now, that being said, they did have ideas for sequels of this one, and one of the ideas was to bring her character back, actually, and to hey Michelle, welcome. We are talking about one of the greats, one of my favorites, and since you just came in, my ranking for best to worst is 1, 4, 2, 3. That's my ranking. But again, it made the mistake of not killing off any of the leads at all. They kind of go halfway there. They put their toe in there, and but they don't follow up on it. 1, 4, 2, 3. That's my ranking. That's your ranking too. Perfect. They should have killed off at least one of the lead characters, or have them be involved in it. I still think that never. I know I'm going to be low on this one. Oh, you really got to see 4, man. Hey, Mug, welcome, dude. If you haven't, they really should have had Dewey at some point be behind some of the killings. I know people love Dewey. I think Dewey would have worked well as somebody that's like seems so small town and so inept, but he somehow manages to live. I got to rewatch Scream 3. I haven't seen that one in a long time, actually. That's the only one I did. Can I be honest? I skimmed over. I watched the Scream movies and I was like, oh, Scream 3. Yeah. So I didn't watch Scream 3. I watched the opening and I fast forward to the end and I'm like, yeah. I think I stepped at a Lance Henriksen scene and the quick Silent Bob scene. But that was about it. The other ones kept me pretty captivated, even though I was frustrated with part 2. I watched them all. You watched it the other night. Does it get any better? I don't like the voice changer idea. That takes me out of it a bit because I need that hello Sydney type of thing, That kind of like, like, what's your favorite scary movie? I can't do the Scream voice very well. I apologize. But if I could, I'd be doing voiceover work and I wouldn't be doing what I do. So there. Well, honestly, I almost did voiceover work. True story. There was a guy that I knew was working for a educational software company, and there was a shark character in their series of educational games. I was hired to do the voice of the shark, and unfortunately, it conflicted with work that I was doing at the time, and I couldn't get out because I had to drive out, or take a bus out. It was a 45-minute bus ride to go do the voice work, and I was working at the time and I couldn't get the time off, so I missed out on being a shark. True story. Now we've gone through Scream, but it doesn't stop there. Scream doesn't stop there. Scream became an MTV series, but not yet. We're not quite there yet. Because Scream 3 was a TV series before the MTV Scream came around. I think it was before. Yeah, it was before. So Kevin Williamson didn't write Scream 3. If it seems like it's off, if it seems like the tone's different, that's because that's not Kevin Williamson's script. It's a guy that shares my first name. I'm a little bit ashamed of that, but it's true. Kevin Williamson's Scream 3 did get made though, but Sidney Prescott wasn't in it. Kevin Bacon was. And it was a series called The Following. So if you ever want to know what Scream 3 was going to be, watch the TV series The Following. Because that is what Scream 3 was supposed to be. Sydney was supposed to go back to her hometown and find out that that there was a cult that were kind of doing like Scream-like killings. So it wasn't one killer, it wasn't two, there was an actual cult of killers. And they could be anybody that she met. That was going to be the neat kind of aspect about it. Instead, it became a TV series. It ran for 3 seasons, and you should totally watch it. The first season is excellent. I would definitely email you, dude. Gotta write that down. I have to check it again when I get off here. But after The Following, which is Scream 3, we're with that, right? So MTV did a Scream series. Now, they didn't have the rights, the money. They wanted to spend the extra money to use this mask, this Ghostface mask. So you're kind of out of the picture for right now. Sorry about that. But they did have another mask. Yeah, the killer's name, William, is Ghostface. Like because literally, like, see, this Ghostface outfit was already made. It wasn't something that was made for Scream. There was like a kind of a small, like, company that actually produced this. They actually made a mint afterwards. Became popular with Scream, obviously. But yeah, Ghostface was the name of the thing you could get. It was like, that's what it was called. It was like Ghostface that had this and a big like black robe thing. So that was a legit thing before Scream came about. It just really made those people that were, just making cut rate Halloween suits pretty famous and pretty popular. The Scream, the TV series, just seemed like another teen show. I can see that, but it's a gory teen show, I'll tell you that much. Scream, the TV show, when I initially saw the first episode of it, I was like, who's the girl in the bathing suit? And then I was like, I'm not sure about this. Can work. I'm kind of iffy on it, like not really sure on the characters. But I said to myself, I said, I'm gonna try to follow this through, see if it gets better. See, my benchmark for a really good horror show was Harper's Island at the time. Yeah, the reveal on Harper's Island, you can't beat that. I'm so sorry. But that's a reference, which you know. But it gets better. It gets a lot better. The mythos building in the Scream TV series actually is pretty good. The characters do tend to have like a decent, have some decent twists. So there are some actually neat twists in it. And the murders are bloody. They're actually very bloody and extremely well done, especially for an MTV. You expect MTV, you expect it not to be bloody, right? But it is. It is kind of bloody. You watching this? Are you liking it so far? The only thing that gets annoying is because it's MTV, like popular music plays throughout it, which I'm okay with, but they don't need to point it out. I don't need a pop-up video where like, then the music is, I don't need that. But I'm older. I'm ancient. Dinosaurs roamed the earth when I was a kid. That type of thing. So, yeah. But overall, the first season of Scream, I can't wait for the Chucky show, actually. But first season of Scream's actually pretty damn good. The the second season of Scream starts really slow. It does because it does this thing that the first one didn't do. In the first season of Scream, the killer is out there and is kind of like stalking the people, and they know like there's a sense of danger. In the second season of Scream, there's like a time period where basically the killer's going kind of unnoticed, and I will be honest, it leaves for some very lackluster episodes at the beginning of the season. Now, that being said, totally picks up, like really does pick up a lot. And the reveal, although kind of carbon copying the original Scream, I in a sort of a way, I did like it. And if you ever heard of what the possible reveal for Scream 3, Scream 2, the leaked one was, it's kind of similar to that if it plays it over 2 seasons without the mother character. Then we get a TV movie, like a straight to Netflix film, which is Scream, the movie. And basically that's them going on vacation. And there they meet up with another killer because they just cannot catch a break. Can't be done, apparently. It's like, the Scooby Gang. Like every place they go, there just happens to be a crime going on. And Jessica Fletcher, Murder She Wrote. Somebody happens to die every time Jessica Fletcher enters a town, which leads you to think, maybe Miss Fletcher got away with some murders, because, hey, might as well. All right, so, and it leaves on a cliffhanger. We finally get kind of a resolution coming back to the mythos that was created in the first season of Scream. Oh my God, that killer. It looks like that killer is here. That killer is going to, comes out and kills the killer from the second season of Scream. He's pissed. Somebody was using his mask. And we're going to find out never, because the next season was canceled. It wasn't going to be made. Then Queen Latifah's production company said, well, she was a huge fan. She's a huge horror fan. She said, you know what? Okay, I'll bring back Scream, the TV series, but this is my Scream, this mask. So I want this mask in the film. So she ponies up the money. She gets the mask put in her TV series. And she said, well, this story's been done. I can't do my mask with the old story, so I'm going to just do something different. And she did. Different from all the other Screams. And they're wrong. Now, it's their opinion, but I really liked it. I have guessed the killers for every Scream film and every Scream TV series, but I was off the mark a bit on this one. And I don't mind saying that. And I'm proud to say that, because you fooled me, Scream 3, Season 3. You fooled me. You got me. I did not see that person being the killer. Some people are pissed that person was the killer, but damn, you got me. I like that. That is good. Now, I knew the main twist, the big twist, is not who the killer is. There's an actual other twist in the third season of Scream. And it's actually pretty good. But it's pretty telegraphed. So that being said, it is still a TV series, and it ran 6 episodes, and you can see that some of it does seem to be a bit rushed. But 6 episodes for a Scream series actually is kind of a sweet spot. So I'm okay with that. I would like to see another series. I think that if they go on and do another Scream television season, I don't think it should go on from the third season characters. I think they should just maybe do an anthology and just use find another way. Because one really neat thing with season 3, and I got to give it credit for this, is I found a really cool way to incorporate the Scream mask without having to incorporate any of the Woodsboro stuff. Oh, I'm sure it'll happen too. They'll reboot it or something like that. Give it to Blumhouse. Blumhouse will do it. They'll do it for cheap. They'll put some big stars in it. They'll probably get a good script behind it. Blumhouse is pretty good with that type of stuff. Not all the time. Truth or Dare, stay away from that. Seriously, bad movie. Don't watch it. But there you go. In 30 minutes, that is my entire analysis, well, kind of matchbook analysis on the Scream franchise, which I hope you've enjoyed. Let's talk sales. Right now, there are two big, huge sales going on, and they're exciting for people. They're exciting for people like me who can't afford these sales, damn it. But I agree, PlayStation 9, I agree. And I think that's what's stalled the Scream franchise. Get the wine scenes away from everything, damn it. They ruin it all. And if you look in behind the scenes, like so many movies could have been so much better if they were not involved in them. Forget the creepiness aspect. They just suck when it comes to the stuff that they do. They're always like, no, let's put this in there. No, stay away from film. There's two sales going on right now. Well, there's three. I mentioned at the beginning of the video. So for people that just came in recently, Criterion is having a flash sale right now. If you are in the US or if you want to shop there, Kino, all the Kino sales going on for a few days, Emily. So I hope so. I really want to. I'm going to suck up later on for that and see what I can do. And maybe I won't get anything, but I'm going to try. Because the parody thing is what kills it, see? Because you can't remake Scream and have the killers be the same, obviously, because you know, right? It's a mystery. You know the most successful mystery remake, in my opinion? A few years back, they remade a movie, a series that's been remade many, many times, as a miniseries, and that is And Then There Were None, or otherwise known as 10 Little Indians, or otherwise known as a name I'm not going to say. But And Then There Were None had always been done with this super upbeat kind of happy ending for a film where almost everybody dies, right? If you've watched any of the versions of it, whether it was 10 Little Indians or And Then There Were None, usually it's a happier ending. Now, Agatha Christie's original ending for And Then There Were None was super nihilistic. Like, seriously, nobody gets out of this one alive. And BBC finally did an amazing miniseries with the original ending, pretty much in pat. And it was dark. It was so dark. Emily, if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. It was like a lot of people hadn't read the book. They'd seen the movie or they'd heard about it. Because, you know, it's something that's been done many times, or it's been even lampooned or shown in other like mysteries and horror shows. But when people got to see the actual ending of And Then There Were None, to find out what that girl's secret was, yeah, it was a bit of a shocker. So if you haven't checked out the miniseries, then definitely check it out. It was brilliant. And today, it is the best version. And that does include the stage play as well. But Kino is having a horror sale, and it's including Scorpion releasing stuff in its horror sale. So, oh nice. That is amazing. As JR just mentioned there, the movies that he mentioned, those are Criterion's. And no, actually, that is the original ending. Actually, I'm a really big fan of like Emily. I'm a big fan of Agatha Christie. I grew up like reading Agatha Christie novels, and Agatha Christie is what got me into slashers. It was kind of a perfect storm. I was at the right age. I was reading Agatha Christie. Slashers came around. I actually really liked Murder on the Orient Express. It got the mustache kind of like closer to what it is because he's supposed to have this bigger mustache, which has never been in any of the adaptions. Giallo, same here. But they did a really good job with it, and I like the fact that they did use the actual ending, and it's gorgeously shot. It's one of the best. If you ever got a 4K player and a 4K TV, Murder on the Orient Express is like a must-have because it is gorgeous. But yeah, Criterion is having a sale right now. Flash sale. It's going on for one day, And if you're in Canada, Unobstructed View, which is the Criterion distributor for Canada, is having their own Criterion flash sale right now as well. You can check out both of them and see what the prices are like on each to see which is the best one for you. If you're Canadian, I'm not sure what Unobstructed Views shipping is like. You might want to check it out, see if that's it's a new one to check out. It's a new Criterion style to check out. But the big one for me, I'm not going to lie, it's the Kino sale. There's about nine pages or so of Kino titles, like titles, and not just Kino titles, Scorpion releasing titles, redemption titles, things like Ghost Ship, House on Sorority Row, a bunch of the John Rollin stuff, or just like The Good Son, or kind of cool stuff like that. Things you want to pick up. Trilogy of Terror, which you know you want. You want that film. You know you do. It's a good one. Nightmare Beach by Umberto Lenzi, which is not really by Umberto Lenzi because it's by someone else. And and Umberto Lenzi is, kind of credited with directing it, but only directed part of it. But there is a ton of great stuff in that. Now let's go. Let us go to that Kino sale. Did I? Okay, that is totally not Kino sale. Is it? Nope. Wait a second. Wait. Is there more than one Kino sale? Because I just went to KO Studio Classics and some of their stuff is on sale too. Like, not. Oh, Unobstructed View. Let me see if I got it up here. Yeah, unobstructedview.com. They're having a sale too. When they said they were going to be, well, Kino does all types, William, but they do have a decent horror selection as well. Kino originally started doing like mostly, did like a lot of silent films and early films, and then they went into like some more 80s stuff and action and horror, and they had a real kind of potpourri of films. Now they've been doing horror for quite a while, and they actually took up the Redemption label. And that, the Kino, because that was the VHS thing, and they went over to Kino for DVD and Blu-ray. Yep, Criterion does have a sale. There's a Criterion flash sale on the Criterion's website right now. And on unobstructedview.com in Canada, there is a Criterion sale as well. Ah, there, look. Action Jackman got another sale. We're just throwing the sales at you guys, just throwing them out there. You got to catch them. And Scream Factory has their Shocktober sale with discounts up to 75% that I did not see any there that were discounted up to 75%, but I'll believe them because they said it so. If Scouter knows any there that are on 75%, let us know, because I did not see any 75% off Scream Factory titles. Actually, they were cheaper on my Amazon page overall. Just saying. So because last night they sent me an email basically saying that, things are going on sale. Like for instance, the like the Zadichi box set, which is about like $250 Canadian, goes down to $149 Canadian from SRP prices. They get you that way, don't they? Or some of their like Blu-rays go down to $29 as opposed to like $49. That's on the Unobstructed View one. Just less there. Night of the Creeps is only $18. Is that a good price though for Night of the Creeps? That's $18 American, right? Because that's the killer part. Great film though if you don't have it. Like Michael, that is a fantastic. I love Night of the Creeps. I'm a huge fan of Kelly Maroney, who of course is also she's not in that film though. She's in Night of the Comet, which is a totally different film. Open mouth, insert foot. But that's also a good film. I'm not sure if that's on sale or not, but if Night of the Comet's on sale, also going to check out on the Shocktober sale. It seems like a bunch of sales have come. And Friday, we've got the Mondo Macabre sale as well. So that's going to be another one that we're going to have to be looking into. Exactly, Warlock. Ah, see. I was ahead of you once. For once, you usually like 5 steps ahead of me. I take the wins as I can. Like definitely, both are fantastic. Sale wise for me, the Kino sale has Billy the Kid versus Dracula, and how can you not love that? How can you not love the fact that there's a Billy the Kid versus Dracula, and it's a Blu-ray, and it's probably got features, probably like a commentary with like a film historian or something like that. And Hammer Horror movies. Hammer Horror is fantastic. I was reading an old Fangoria today, I think, and the cover of it was Friday 13th Part 2, actually. Oh, yeah, actually, uh, that was sent to me, actually. Was it Kathy, I think, sent it to me? I think a couple people sent me the announcement. But there was like, there's an announcement for, the new Blue Underground, 3-disc lenticular edition is going to be Lucio Fulci's House by the Cemetery, which I'm a huge fan of, as you guys know. Am I a fan of What We Do in the Shadows, both the movie and the TV series? Yes, yes, I am. It is fantastic and it is funny, and I think I like the TV series even better than the film. I'm not going to lie, I kind of do. I like them both, but I like the TV series just a smidge better because you get to spend more time with them, and it has the guy from Snuffbox, so fantastic. And of course, he was in the IT crowd as well. Comes in the second series of it. I'm trying to find the Kino sale here to give you guys an idea of some of the titles that actually are exciting me. Oh, here we go. Perfect. So it's ending October 28th. Free shipping on orders of $50 or more in the U.S. Matt Berry, thank you, Action Jackman. I had the name in my head, but can I be honest with you? I'll be honest. I'll tell you the truth. I thought I got the name wrong. So you saying it, perfect. I really like that actor. Matt Berry's fantastic, and he is one of the best parts of that. So, and my thoughts on Dark Side release, but I will mention them on here. Don't worry. Even though I'm not a huge fan of the company myself, but that's just me. Gareth Marenghi's Dark Place. I love that. There is some interesting stuff. And Soon the Darkness is there with Pamela Franklin. There's 3 Asia Extreme Collection sets as well. There's, Astro Zombies. If you haven't got Astro Zombies yet, definitely. I've seen and I love Good Omens. I also read the book. Baby Blood, if you like kind of the more bloodier stuff. If you want to see Leonard Nimoy solving crime with his psychic powers, then you want to see the movie Baffled, which is on sale here as well on the DVD. Dark Side releasing. Thank you. See, you gotta, sometimes I'm a little slow, Warlock. Gotta catch me up on these things, because I am. Beware the Blob is here, and Big Bad Wolf, which actually stars Jerry O'Connell. It's Jerry O'Connell. It's not Charlie O'Connell. So it's Jerry. I think it's Jerry O'Connell. Maybe it's Charlie O'Connell. Damn it, I don't know. So, Big Bad Wolf, which stars what looks to be one of the O'Connell brothers from the cover. And for only $11.99, you can get yourself John Carradine's classic Billy the Kid versus Dracula. I'm just putting it out there now. There's Black Sleep, Black Sunday, Black Torment. Now I'm going to have the song stuck in my head, William. You never guess my secret identity. Who's on the inside? Anyway, I was a big fan of that show. Well, I'm of the age when, was watching that. The Black Torment, which I don't remember seeing that one. Blood Car. Blood Reunion is actually not bad. Burn Offerings, which of course is Dan Curtis. You guys know I'm down with the Curtis, and I don't have that one actually. Chosen Survivors, Class Reunion for $10.99. It's a great price for that. Crimson Cult, Cult of the Damned. Cut and Run is there actually. Oh yeah, there's a lot of redemption titles. Daughter of Dracula is here. There's a ton of the redemption stuff. You know, Death Ship is here. Demoniacs, which is, I guess, John Roland. The Demons, which is Jess Franco. Deranged is here. Desecration is here. Wow, okay, that's one I wouldn't have expected there yet. It's done back in 1999, but I guess it's on sale there as well. The Devil's Kiss, The Diabolical Dr. Z, Dogs is on here, Donovan's Brain, Dr. Orloff's Monsters, The Erotic Rites of Frankenstein, Exorcism, and not just any exorcism. One of the good exorcisms. Deep Rising, is Deep Rising there? Female Vampire, which if you get, otherwise known as Erotic Kill, which may or may not have the, I guess they might have the X-rated scenes. Just don't watch that around kids. Oh no, just Exorcism. I think it's just Franco film. I keep hitting this and I keep knocking myself back a page, and then I keep getting frustrated and like cursing it in my head, which I don't do aloud. So, because I'm being a nice guy. Miss Zombie is here. What the hell is Miss Zombie? A film by Cebu. Like the wrestler Cebu. Have I seen Dinosaurus? Actually, I don't know if I have. My dad just bought that recently, actually, Dinosaurus. He's a big fan. So eventually I'll have to get it. Miss Zombie's fantastic. Really? I haven't seen it. Murder Obsession I have seen. I really did like that. Murder Rock is on... Guys, Murder Rock is on sale here. Murder Rock. And you guys know I talked to you about Murder Rock. How much like... Did anybody actually go out and buy Murder Rock after our conversation on Murder Rock? Because I hyped it up. And if anybody did, kudos to you. The Night Stalker and the Night Strangler are both here. Night Kill and Nightmare Beach, which is a just recent release one. One of the ones that really is cool is Silent Partners here. I'm a really big fan of that film. Great role by Christopher Plummer. And for $39.95, you can get the Pete Walker Collection, Volume 2. Which is actually a really good collection. You do need Murder Rock. You need Murder Rock in your life, Action Jackman. It is... I like the songs. I really do. It's one song in particular. The girl's really cute. The murders, like, they're stylishly done, but it's very, like, low. No low blood count, actually. So, but that's okay. You don't need blood and everything, right? Psychopath is here, which is Amicus, kind of like slasher film. Quatermass Experiment, fantastic one. Queen of Blood, which I do recommend. And Rawhead Rex. You guys know I'm a fan of Rawhead Rex. There's like a lot of stuff here, guys. Revenge of the Dead. River's Edge, which is not a horror film, but actually it's I guess kind of psychological. The Sadistic Baron von Klaus. You know, I don't think I have. That's one of his earlier ones. That's one of the ones I don't think I've seen. I've seen a lot of like of his stuff, but that one I don't remember. So, to be completely honest with you, I don't think so. Serpent Slayer, which has a really cute girl on the cover, so I may pick that up. I mean, quality storyline. Silent Scream is actually a decent one. One thing really neat about Silent Screams is it was a completely different film originally. And there are great features on there. There's some amazing like interviews. If you've never seen Silent Scream, it's got actually got a lot of stars in it. Oh, a few stars. So we get like Cameron Mitchell, Avi Schreiber, Barbara Steele is in it, Yvonne DiCarlo from The Munsters. It's got Barbara Steele, right? I'm pretty sure it's got Barbara. Yeah, Barbara Steele. Yeah, because she has an important part. So if you've never seen Silent Scream, I like the French Emmanuel films, but I can get those around here for a fairly decent price. It is a kind of a slasher film, kind of mystery, kind of a slasher. Not a lot of mystery, but a bit of slasher, a bit of thriller, I guess, you want to put it that way. That originally was a completely different film. to the point where there was completely different actors for a large portion of the film and had an almost completely different script. In actuality, if you haven't seen Silent Scream, when you're watching Silent Scream, at one portion of the film, there's a girl watching a horror movie on TV, and the horror movie that she's watching on TV is the original Silent Scream that never was put out. There are some great featurettes on that, so if you haven't seen it, it's definitely on my recommended list. It's definitely a really cool curio, and the features are really good. So there's one that I wanted to put out there that people may have forgotten. Slayground, I think also stars Kelly Maroney. I think she's in that one as well. Stone Cold Dead as Richard Crenna. Sudden Terror, well, that's a new one. That was out in the sale as well. The Terror Within 2, which I do not remember, but I'm feeling it's bad, but in a good way. Thirst, you're right, Thirst is there. The Tie That Binds, Trilogy of Terror, the original. The Undying Monster, which is actually a pretty cool one. The Virgin Witch. A Werewolf Woman. Whatever Happened to Aunt Alice. Whispering Corridors, which is actually Wishing Stairs. Actually a really good one as well, and I'd like that one. Wolf Lake, wouldn't really call that horror, but okay. Sounded for a good price. And ZPG, which is definitely not horror, but it's decently priced, so why not? So I think, I had to check, I think that's all the sales that's going on right now. So we got to go over it. We got a Zavvi sale where Arrow was a buy two, get one free or something like that. We have the Criterion sale, flash sale going on right now. It's a one-day thing, guys. It's a flash sale. And we have the Criterion Canadian flash sale going on on Unobstructed View. And we have the Kino Lorebro sale going on right now, which is the big Kino Halloween sale that they're doing with some titles really lowered in price. And as well, we have the Scream Factory Shocktober sale. If you have not yet gotten your copy of Silent Night, Deadly Night 2, you can buy it and get the NECA figure for a reduced price. So if you got the NECA figure and you just won the lotto and you're like, I want to buy another Silent Night, Deadly Night 2, and you want to send a NECA figure to me, I will take that as well, since I am a huge fan of Silent Night, Deadly Night, the franchise. It is embarrassing how much I like those films, since some of those films are pretty embarrassingly bad. Anyway, with that being said, I have to go upstairs with my better half because, as you guys know, she's going to Morocco soon, and that is in 7 days, and I am missing her already. But I am Aaron. I'm going to the doctor with my ear tomorrow, so wish me luck. Definitely Dale. We're doing a Mono Macabre Friday. This is the movie library. You guys are the movie club. You guys rock. You guys were a little quiet for a while, but then you stepped it up, which I really like. I really dig. There's another sale. Scream Team have it on too. Ooh, we'll talk about that one tomorrow then. I'm not gonna lie, Mug. I may be doing a little bit of that as well. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you tomorrow for another 31 days of live horror. Have a great one.